To everyone who decides to make their way down to Wednesday Night Fights, glad to see it's still a unified tournament out here in our beautiful region of Northern California.
That being said, we got two of those travelers here right now. Caustic, who is actually a pretty nice commentator in Arizona, right? And also a freestyle rap battler, I think. It's like one of those two. I know he raps. It's nuts. And then he's going up against Chocobo, who looks like he's picking Ganon. So,
Pichu Ganon, a classic.
This is actually
Smash Ultimate matchup.
This is actually a classic matchup in terms of like Twitter clips, because like Pichu's at death percent to several moves right now, and it's quite funny.
I mean, obviously it goes in both directions, right? This is a classic of online matchmaking. The tryhard Pichu versus the unfortunate hero Ganondorf, finding himself off stage and dead at tragically low percents. But I think we can all get behind our hero here, believing that Fair is gonna kill. Wanting to see whatever the next move is, but Pichu.
Yeah. This is the matchup, Kelsey. Is just Ganon will just kill Pichu at over like 100% with pretty much any kill move.
Our man Chocobo, for sure, here to defy tier list, here to defy the odds and say, you know what, you commentators.
You do know that like Nairo beat Light using Ganon, right?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, is it really defying tier list when Ganondorf has a win on such a high-profile Fox?
I mean, look, we just saw that F smash right there. We just saw our man Chocobo try to come back.
Easy. Yeah.
Are we really gonna deny our man Nairo's?
He got hit by Wizard's Foot.
You know what?
At 80%.
You know what?
You wanna backtrack this?
You know what? I'm tired of being just another sheep following Smash Wiki, following Event Hub's tier lists. Our man Ganondorf right here. This is an even matchup. That's what I'm seeing. The evidence before me is very clear. Look at that F. That would have killed.
No, and the funny thing is, look at how much space those smash attacks cover. Great edge guard by Caustic, very necessary, because at that percent, honestly, any of those smash attacks would have killed him. And like, they cover so much space around Ganon that Pichu like needs to get inside somebody's hurtbox basically to hit them. Like his hitboxes with all of his main approach tools are very small, so getting swatted out of the sky with a sword hit, and like that sword could then go through like a thunder jolt.
Yeah, you know what? Shout outs to our boys Japan, the boys in the Nintendo balancing team. Sorry, our people on the Nintendo balancing team, making sure that these matchups work out to approximately even. I'm sure they've done the math, right? They recognize that our man Ganon here can cover space. He may not have the frame data. He may not have the startup speed. But he's got the damage to make it all work out at the end. They've done the math, ladies and gentlemen.
So,
they have made sure. Okay, look, we have a jab locked affair. We have an attempted edge guard, but all of a sudden, F tilt, nair.
So I gotta ask you, what do you think about this counter pick in terms of stage size? Because I actually really like this pick by Chocobo, because like this is small blast zones on top of how strong Ganondorf is, and he was already getting edge guarded anyway.
No, for sure. These platforms definitely add the ability of Chocobo to cover these landings, right? Figure out exactly where Pichu is going to be coming down and get a little bit better odds of the coverage. And all it takes is 2 or 3 conversions, and all of a sudden we have an even game between us.
Oh, that back air almost connecting. The other thing about the battlefield layout is that Pichu actually does a lot better with platforms over this. Beautiful, and he makes it back!
My man, Chocobo.
Chocobo answering a down B with a down B and coming out on top, back on stage. The fact that he's living at 148 against Pichu, that's actually a really big deal. Pichu normally relies on killing people more at 100%. And look at this.
If Pichu does not get those low to mid% conversions, he is not getting the value that you pick the character for, right? That character is going to die so early that you need to find everything you can out of those punishes. And as soon as Ganon starts getting those 60-70% kills, it's looking bad in my boy, Chocobo.
So Chocobo's been calling out the fact that Caustic has been going above stage a lot with those agilities.
That was all the way to mid-stage from ledge. Wizard choke. Somehow finding the conversion, and the F smash proving extremely threatening. No punish coming out of JustCaustic. The fear being instilled by Chocobo. I mean, this is the reason you pick a heavy, honestly, right? Like, the fear that you're able to instill, like, obviously in a perfect world, you'd be able to find that punish, but
another thing that like Chocobo is doing a really great job of is just outspacing Caustic's limited range and swooping in with a punish, especially with his command grab. Because Caustic is justifiably terrified of being hit by like a smash attack, and that's actually opening him up to these situations.
and my Chocobo. No, as you're saying, right? Like when you're playing a matchup like this, right? When you're obviously the character at despite a range disadvantage, a tier list, and more specifically a frame data advantage, you're much more likely to feel comfortable pressing buttons.
Yeah.
But that is exactly the type of scenario that someone like Chocobo, a Ganondorf player, is looking to exploit. Right? Ganondorf obviously a little bit better in this game compared to previous iterations like Smash 4 Melee, but still very obviously at a disadvantage in terms of ability to force situations, right? You're looking to recognize that if you're playing Pichu, if you're playing a top potentially 3 character, you're going to want to press buttons, right? You're like, wow, I got F-tilt, I got Thunder Jolt approaches, I got save aerials on shield. I'm going to want to press buttons, right? It only takes a little bit of spacing awareness to be like, okay, I'm going to call this guy out. I'm going to recognize that he's trying to abuse me purely based on a tier list recognition. And all of a sudden you get Flame Chocobo!
Oh my god!
Chocobo!
That was such a good call out. There's only one
And I must admit, I feel bad for our proximity to these poor players right now because I can't help but pop off within earshot of our boy JustCaustic, who is getting hit with a lot of nonsense right now. But come on, man, you gotta.
I mean, Caustic's working on these edge guards. He's getting really close at lining up these thunders. But Chocobo is just one slight step ahead in a lot of these situations.
Look at that dashback F-tilt. Honestly, that F-tilt should have hit. It went clean over the Pichu shield, but...
I love the use of up air coverage on those platforms too, covering a lot of different get-up options.
You know, Chocobo forcing Caustic to make some kind of decision here. Even when he should be relatively safe, forcing him to make a decision and perhaps make a mistake. All right, the Wizard Kick from across stage, not going to connect, but once again, forcing Caustic at least into a situation where he feels like even cross stage, he has to do something.
Yeah, and that's what Chocobo is exploiting, right? Great use.
Closing it out, and we're finally seeing, you know, despite Pichu's prominence in the meta, despite
there we
his
go,
dominance,
not dead.
that weight does matter. And
170%. And the thing is, Chocobo knows that he doesn't have to approach, right? Especially at this high of a percent. Why not keep forcing Caustic to get into his range where he can get so much damage?
All right, good stuff though from Caustic. Finally catching that second up B back to stage, closing it out, but at well over 170%. Chocobo getting much more value in terms of percent out of each individual stock than our man Caustic right now. And the double up air pressure on the platform got him enough to close it out. And you can see the fear Caustic bringing it all the way back to center stage with the quick attack, or with the agility rather.
That was so close for that forward tilt connecting too. Caustic just barely threaded that needle.
Chocobo continued to threaten with that down tilt, starting to feel himself going for the up tilt pressure, saying, I know you're scared, bro. I know you're scared. Do something about it.
He might have been trying to jump up air to cover the platform again.
Why does jab almost kill?
Yeah, this is the thing. That, like, the next jab might literally kill Caustic if it happens on the ledge. Especially with those jolts. Oh, he's dead. He's absolutely gone. Chocobo taking it